Quite frankly, it has long been obvious to me that very few bodybuilders train anywhere near as hard as they should. Training more often, using a greater variety of exercises, or performing more sets is not the answer, and such training does not equate hard training. Certainly, I am well aware that many outstanding physiques have been produced by training that I would not consider hard. But I am convinced beyond any shadow of a doubt that the same degree of results could have been produced in a much shorter period of time if these men had trained harder. And who can say what might have been? Just what sort of muscular development might have been produced if such men had trained as hard as is really required for best results? Your guess is as good as mine. And in any case, even if no such greater degree of development is even possible, and I personally think that it is obvious that producing even the same degree of muscular size and strength, but in a far shorter time, would be a very worthwhile improvement. But in the end, regardless of how you train, your results will be affected by your individual potential. You may turn out to be another Casey Viator, and some few men will even surpass him, but by far the vast majority of trainees will never obtain such a development, such size, simply being beyond their potential. But rather than letting such a realization cause you to give up in disgust, let it guide you into a realistic appreciation of what you have done and can do in the future. Let's face it, we can't all be Superman, and if we could, then it would be nothing out of the ordinary. But almost anybody can develop a physique that will be heads and shoulders above the crowd. Most of us don't make as much money as Howard Hughes either, but that doesn't prevent us from trying to earn a living, does it? So, pick your own physical ideal and work in the direction of trying to build such a physique. But when you select a man to pattern yourself after, try to be realistic in your choice. Choose a man that is along your own lines of overall bodily construction. If you're of average height and tend to be stocky, then you might eventually be another Casey. But if you're over 6 feet tall and have a light framework, then such a goal would be unrealistic. So instead, select a well-built man who started with your same body type. And then whatever your eventual production of results may be, you are far less likely to encounter the frustration that is inevitably caused from seeking an impossible goal. And in the end, if your head is screwed on squarely, you will come to appreciate the real value of a lifetime of proper physical training, the long step that it provides in the direction of good health, without which you have nothing of any real value. In a way, it is unfortunate that most young people are blessed with at least satisfactory levels of health, because this leads them to disregard the value of their most valuable possession at the very time when they should be laying a foundation of lifetime habits that will go a long way towards preserving their health throughout life. Usually by the time they wake up to the real value of their health. A great deal of damage has already been done, damage which could have been and should have been avoided. So set your sights on a realistic goal and try to profit from the experience of others. It should help you.